हेलो।
क्यों प्रॉब्लम है सर? कोई दिवस
हेलो। हेलो, गुड आफ्टरनून। आर वी लाइव? Are we live? We'll have the second session for Indian economy, which will be targeted questions specifically for the SSC examination. SSC examinations targeted MCQs. Please join the session soon. Please join the session. This would be our second session. In the first session, we have seen many concepts. Especially, we have seen about the repo rates. How the monetary policy or the RBI sets the repo rate. What are the functions? What is repo rate? What are the other tools for monetary policy, quantitative tools? We have seen about BOP, balance of payment. What is current account deficit? Right? So today we will be seeing some more concepts, but it will be through MCQs. We will be looking into more MCQs. Okay, first question. Let us start with the first question. Which institution issues currency notes in India? What is the institution which issues the currency notes? You have your currency notes in your pocket. Nowadays, the utility is very less. We generally use the UPIs to have our transaction. हम QR लेके स्कैन, राइट, हम फोन नंबर पे पैसे भेजते हैं, पैसे रिसीव करते हैं। दुकान में whenever you go, we go to buy something, we scan the QR and make our payment, right? But still the cash flow is there. We still use cash for many reasons, sometimes for the technical defect. कभी कभी नेटवर्क नहीं रहता, कभी कभी वहाँ पे where we stay there is no network there. For some kind of such reasons, still we use cash. And you have seen the currency notes that we use: 100 rupee note, 200 rupee note, 500 rupee note, 1000 rupee and 2000 rupee notes are not there. So these notes, currency notes, which organization or which institution issues this? Yes, very good. RBI issues the currency notes. One more question. Who issues the 1 rupee currency note? जो 1 रुपए वाला करेंसी नोट होता है वो कौन इशू करता है? बाय करेंसी नोट देयर इज वन एक्सेप्शन. सब करेंसी नोट्स आरबीआई इशू नहीं करती. व्हिच इज द एक्सेप्शन? इट इज द 1 rupee करेंसी नोट. हु इशूज दिस 1 rupee करेंसी नोट? Who issues the 1 rupee currency note? Do you know which organization? Organization, you can call it organization or you can call it any other entity, whatever it is. Who issues the 1 rupee currency note? Okay, it will be issued by the Government of India, Ministry of Finance. Not only the 1 rupee currency note, the Government of India, which ministry? Ministry of Finance. Who is the finance minister? Who is the finance minister? Commander. And along with the 1 rupee currency note, the Government of India also issues the coin. Although the distribution and management of the coins is done by RBI, but the issuing authority is the Government of India. Okay, Ministry of Finance is the issuing authority. But in case of the currency notes, it will be distributed and managed by RBI. Also, the issuing authority will also be RBI. But in case of the coins or the 1 rupee currency note, the issuing authority will be the Ministry of Finance. It will be the Ministry of Finance. One more question. Few months back, I saw a reel where a stand-up comic, he was telling ki, if we have this machine of printing the currency notes, किसके पास है? RBI के पास ही होगा. They are the issuing authority. RBI is the issuing authority. If we have the machine to print the currency notes, why are we so poor? We can print as much currency notes as we want. We can distribute to the people. India will become a rich country then. Why are we not doing this? Can anyone tell me this? Can anyone tell me this? I'm literally sorry about this mic. So I have to catch it, hold it like this. It will get it replaced in a few days, I think, in 1 or 2 days. But for as of now, I have to hold it like this. I cannot stick it or tie it in my pocket. So if you are getting a disturbance of this sound, it is due to this problem of this mic. Okay. Why can't we print as much money as we want, as much currency as we want to? सबको पैसा प्रिंट करके सबको दे दो, कोई गरीब नहीं रहेगा. Everyone will get rich. India will become from a developing country. India will become a developed country. हम चाइना से भी ऊपर पहुंच जाएंगे, हम USA से भी ऊपर पहुंच जाएंगे. Why are we not doing this? See, very simple example for this is what we have discussed in the last class about the relation of demand and supply with inflation. See, we have the quantitative tools to control or to manage the inflation in our economy. RBI takes a active part there. RBI has its own tools called as repo rate, bank rate, CRR, SLR, etc. So if RBI is not allowing banks to give more money as loans, if there is a probability of high inflation, so why will they make a mistake by printing lots of currencies and distributing among people? सबको अगर like once there was a very famous quote कि सबके अकाउंट में 15-15 लाख ऐसे ही आ जाएंगे. हमारे इतने ब्लैक मनी है स्विस बैंक में, अगर वो सब हम वापस लेके आ जाए, so if then all the black money is being distributed among 140 crore Indians, 1.4 billion Indians, तो सबके बैंक अकाउंट में 15-15 लाख ऐसे ही आ जाएंगे. This was a statement made by a very important person of our country. तो वो क्यों नहीं कर सकते? Why can't RBI print as much currency notes as it wants? तो सबके पास अगर बहुत ज़्यादा पैसा आ जाएगा, फिर क्या होगा? सबका डिमांड बढ़ जाएगा. If I am given 1 crore cash right now, what will I do with the cash? First of all, I will go to buy some of the luxurious items for me, be it a car, be it jewelry, be it a plot of land or whatever it is. So it will be my first priority. Now, similarly, like me, if many people are given like this, lots of cash or lots of currencies, so what will they do? They will go and demand this thing. And when the demand will rise, automatically the prices will rise. And when the prices will rise, that means the economy of the country will be on an unstable position. बहुत ज़्यादा inflation हो जाएगा, बहुत ज़्यादा prices will keep on rising. Okay, that would be beyond our control for the, beyond the of our economic health. Okay, so although RBI has the machine or RBI issues the currency notes, so it is not such that they can issue currency or they can print currency notes as much they want to. Next, which organization regulates the securities market in India? By securities market, I am talking about the capital market. There are two types of market in India: financial market. One is money market, one is capital market. So we'll discuss in another session regarding the money market I will talk little bit about the capital market. Capital market is nothing. एक market, एक बाजार समझ लो. This is a market. Here are different stalls, है ना? Here are different stalls. This is the market. Here are different stalls. You enter the market. You can visit any of these stalls to buy any items from here, right? But in the capital market, these are the companies. These are the companies. Okay, you visit one stall, that means you visit one company. You buy some items, that means you buy some shares of the company, right? When you buy some items from the market, the items belongs to you now. You are the owner. That means when you buy some shares of the company, मान लो this is one company A. Now it is divided into, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shares. So 9 parts में it is divided. Every part is 11.11%. Okay, total it is being divided into 9 parts. So this part I buy this part. That means now I am the owner of this part of this company. I have bought entirely. It is also a little bit complicated concept about ownership and all. If you have not got around more than this much percent, 50% of the company ownership, and it means you are not an owner. But you have some rights. You have some voting rights for the company's decisions. Okay, this is different kind of ownership. Simple भाषा में समझने के लिए I am telling you. I buy from this company. I buy this much of part of the company by paying them. So whatever company is receiving as profit divided by 9, जितना भी आता है वो मेरे हिस्से में होगा. Okay, this is how you buy the shares. Now what will happen? All the companies, those who want to list themselves in the capital market, how will they list it? इंडिया में दो ही है एजेंसीज, बॉम्बे स्टॉक एक्सचेंज एंड नेशनल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज. When the company is new, it will be listed for the first time. It will be known as IPO, initial public offering. After that, when it will be listed, it will be known as FPO. ठीक है, नए नए कंपनीज का लगता है ना IPO. Whenever a new company which is making a good profit, ये क्यों करते हैं कंपनीज? If I have a company which is worth now 10 crores, ठीक है, I am making very good profit. I want it to list it in the capital market. Now I am listing this, people will see it. I was making good profit. Why did I list it? Because although I was making good profit, but I don't have the enough capital to make it a 1000 crore company. मेरे पास 10 करोड़ तो है, but I want to expand it. I want to make it a very big company. तो मुझे कितने चाहिए? I want 1000 crore. So I will list it. Now this company's share will be bought by different people. They will pool their money there. After pooling, I got a money of 1000 crore. Now I have expanded my business, my company. Now whatever profit I am getting from there, I have to distribute among the people who has bought the shares of my company. Are you getting my point? Yes, Abhijit Sebi, Nikhil Sebi, you are right, but whatever I am trying to explain, I hope you are getting the point. So this is known as the capital market, where we see the listing of the companies. Initial listing is known as IPO. After IPO, if it is being listed again, it is known as FPO. To two agencies or two exchanges, it is being listed: Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange. And this is what I have taught, discussed or explained how the capital market works. What are shares? It is not very difficult to understand. In simple terms, you just understand as a simple market where you have many stalls. You visit one stall and you buy some items. That means you visit one company and you buy some shares. Come to the next one. Which institution? Okay, did I mention the right answer here? It is the SEBI. Okay, the correct answer is SEBI. RBI regulates banks. IRDA regulates the insurance companies. NABARD regulates the agricultural institutions. ये बैंक्स के लिए, ये इंश्योरेंस कंपनीज के लिए, एग्रीकल्चर इंस्टीट्यूशंस के लिए. नेशनल बैंक फॉर एग्रीकल्चर एंड रूरल डेवलपमेंट, NABARD. RBI, Reserve Bank of India, IRDA, this is for the insurance companies. Next, which institution replaced the Planning Commission in 2015? Which institution replaced it? Which institution replaced the Planning Commission? Yes, Abhijit, Niti Aayog. See, planning commission, a commission was being set up in 1950. Commission means committee. Okay, committee means a group of people. So 1950, Jawaharlal Nehru thought that there will be a set of, there will be a commission, specific commission, जिसका काम क्या होगा, देश की विकास, देश की डेवलपमेंट के लिए they will tell us what should be the agenda, कौन से sectors में we have to focus. Okay, how we can do it, the entire planning and execution level of commission. तो 1950 से वो कमीशन चलता रहा 5 year के टर्म्स में, बीच में कभी इमरजेंसी के टाइम पे वो it had paused, again it continued. So 5 years terms के हिसाब से planning commission was going on. But in 2015, when the 12th 5-year plan commission was going on, 12th, these are important facts. 5-year planning commission was going on 12th. It was supposed to end in 2017, but in the meantime, 2014, a new government was formed, replacing the previous UPA government. NDA government was formed. Mr. Narendra Modi became the Prime Minister in 2014. Then this planning commission name has been changed to, Niti Aayog in 2015. So the 12th 5-year plan, this planning commission, 12th planning commission should have ended in 2017, but it was ended before because a new term or new commission had replaced the previous planning commission. Who replaced it? The Niti Aayog. Okay. So what was the role of Niti Aayog? Why was it being replaced? The planning commission and Niti Aayog. This is planning commission. This is Niti Aayog. They had some different way or different process to plan. The main difference between them was planning commission was following the top-down approach. Planning commission was following the top-down approach, whereas Niti Aayog was following the bottom-up approach. Niti Aayog was following the bottom-up approach. The planning commission was following the top-down approach. Niti Aayog was following the bottom-up approach. What is the difference? Top-down approach means it will be centralized. Bottom-up approach means it would be decentralized. Decentralized. What is the difference between these? Centralized का मतलब क्या है? यहाँ पे है सेंटर, यहाँ पे है, मान लो ये है यूनियन, द सेंटर. These are the states. Union territories. States के नीचे भी क्या होगा? These are the municipal corporations और the panchayats, है ना, उसके नीचे ऐसे होता है municipal corporation, panchayats. Now in planning commission what was happening? The decision or the planning was done here. Okay, it was being directed here to the states. The states directed here. ऊपर से वो पूरा का पूरा प्लानिंग चल रहा था. But Niti Aayog में what was the difference? Bottom up approach. This was planned here or made here. Then it was being distributed or it was being broken down into small parts. First into states, then from the states into the municipal corporations and panchayats. But in bottom up approach what happened? Small parts, they build the larger part. मान लो these are the panchayats or the municipal corporations. From there it build the states. After these states it had build the center और दी यूनियन. मतलब जो भी डिसीजन होगा, जो भी प्लानिंग होगा, वो बॉटम से आएगा. द पंचायत और म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशंस विल टेल these are the problems, grassroots level, these are the problems. They will inform the state will plan and they will direct it to the center. So it is going from the bottom part to the top. So it is known as bottom up approach. Here they are planning everything. They are just saying that you have to do this kind of things. देखो दोनों में there are advantages and disadvantages. We are not going to that political part. We just need to know what is the difference. Advantage इसमें भी था, advantage इसमें भी है. Disadvantage इसमें भी था, disadvantage इसमें भी है. सबका काम करने का तरीका अलग अलग होता है. The previous government thought that this would be the best way to work. The current government is thinking that this will be the best way to work. Ultimately काम होना चाहिए. Okay, this comes from the top. That is why it is known as top down approach. This comes from the bottom. That is why it is known as bottom up approach. Niti Aayog आया समझ में? So it will replace the planning commission sub in 2015. Now one more term is there, the finance commission. It is another constitutional body. क्या होता है finance commission में? There is a commission being set up. ठीक है, काम क्या है इसका? Basically 3 काम है, और भी recommendations है, guidance, advices, but the main 3 components are, one is known as vertical devolution. कौन से आर्टिकल में के अंडर आता है? Comment it. Under which article we get the finance commission? Vertical devolution. What are there? What are its roles? Vertical devolution, horizontal devolution, and grants in aid. Vertical devolution, horizontal devolution, and grants in aid. Grants in aid. Now you see what is vertical devolution or horizontal. This finance commission, tell me under which article? It comes under which article? Tell me. Vertical devolution means finance commission will say these are the part of the revenue or the tax that is being collected by the center. टैक्स लगाते हैं ना हम पे, इनकम टैक्स हो गया, जीएसटी हो गया. These are income tax is direct, GST is indirect tax. This tax will be collected by the center. मान लो they have collected 100 rupees. ठीक है, from this tax some will be some amount of money. मान लो 5 rupees will be spent on subsidies, 3 rupees will be spent on salaries, 2 rupees or 5 rupees will be spent on defense. And suppose after distributing all the tax, finally the finance commission will say these 10, there should be one more 10 rupees. Why? These 10 rupees should be given back to the states. States have levied the tax. उन्होंने टैक्स लगाया, स्टेट्स ने इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स, जीएसटी वगैरह लगाया. तो जितना हमारा इनकम हो गया, टैक्स से जितना इनकम आया उसमें से 10 रुपए क्या करो, स्टेट्स को दे दो. ओके, आउट ऑफ ऑल दी मनी देयर इज बीइंग कलेक्टेड टैक्स, आउट ऑफ दिस गिव अ परसेंटेज टू द स्टेट्स. एज इसको क्या बोलते हैं, आई फॉरगॉट द टर्म, टैक्स मनी जो वापस they give them in return of the tax. There was a specific term, I'm just unable to recall it. Okay, that means states share of taxes. States share of taxes. अभी कौन से स्टेट का कितना शेयर होगा, it will be decided in the horizontal devolution, but it will be said that जितना टैक्स कलेक्ट हुआ उसमें से 1% it should be going to back to the all the states. This is vertical devolution. Horizontal devolution में क्या है? वर्टिकल डेवोल्यूशन में टैक्स का एक हिस्सा यहाँ पे, एक हिस्सा यहाँ पे, एक हिस्सा स्टेट्स के लिए आ गया. दिस इज नोन एज द डेवोल्यूशन. इन हॉरिजॉन्टल डेवोल्यूशन इट विल सेइंग दैट दिस इज द स्टेट, दिस इज द स्टेट, दिस इज अनदर स्टेट, दिस इज अनदर स्टेट. इस स्टेट को दे दो 10% रिटर्न, इस स्टेट को दे दो 15% रिटर्न, इस स्टेट को दे दो 20% रिटर्न, इस स्टेट को दे दो 5% रिटर्न. किसके बेसिस पे? ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ पॉपुलेशन, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ कलेक्शन ऑफ टैक्स. इसके बेसिस पे यू शुड finance commission will give the recommendation कौन से स्टेट में कितना share of taxes they should get, the share of taxes basically, which state should get how much share of the taxes that was being collected. This is known as the horizontal devolution. Okay, this is known as the horizontal devolution. See, basically this terms or this particular question, set of questions that I am bringing, mostly it is for the SSC examination. ठीक है, क्या पता कल हमारे जो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट एग्जाम्स भी होते हैं, एडीआरई वगैरह, तो वहां पे भी क्या पता इफ दे इंक्रीज, बिकॉज सिविल सर्विस में तो यू हैव टू नो अबाउट दिस थिंग्स. तो हु नोज इफ दे इंक्रीज द लेवल, दिस क्वेश्चंस माइट बी आस्क्ड इन द एडीआरई क्वेश्चंस, इट माइट बी आस्क्ड इन द जेडब्ल्यूए क्वेश्चंस, राइट, इट कैन बी आस्क्ड इन द एसएससी क्वेश्चंस. एसएससी में तो देयर इज हाई चांस बिकॉज इट स्टिल द लेवल इज लिटिल बिट अबव द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट एग्जाम्स. So keeping that in mind, keeping the level or the bar of the SSC examination, I have brought this type of MCQs. Okay, this question we got it. Niti Agarwal is the answer, but I have discussed a little bit about the finance commission as well. The article is Article 280. The Finance Commission is there under Article 280. Next, which 5-year plan focused on growth with social justice and equality? I told you all total there were 12 5-year plans. But this 12th one, last one, it could not be completed because before the completion, the Planning Commission was being changed to Niti Aayog. This 12-year plans, 5-year plans, it was being made or prepared by the Planning Commission. By the time 12-year plan was supposed to end, before 2 years prior to its end, it was being replaced by the Niti Aayog. Okay. Now every 5-year plans had some special objectives. 5-6 special objectives were there. Okay. For example, in the 5-year plan, when Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister, her special focus or emphasis was on Garibi Hatao. She wanted people to become self-reliant, and she basically wanted people to lift the people above the poverty line. So her slogan was Garibi Hatao. Right? So similarly, there was a 5-year plan which focus was growth with social justice and equality. It was the 9th 5-year plan. That means there should be growth, but it should not come without social justice. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि सिर्फ 2% ऑफ दी पॉपुलेशन, हमारे पास मान लो एंटायर इकोनॉमी में 100 रुपए है, ये 100 रुपए में से 99 रुपीज आर विद दिस 2% ऑफ दी पॉपुलेशन, और बाकी जो 1 रुपए है वो कौन से कितने में है, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड है, 98% में डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड. मतलब ये 100 में से मान लो ये इंक्रीज हो गए, इन द नेक्स्ट ईयर देयर हैज बीन ग्रोथ, रैपिड ग्रोथ, ये 100 में से इंक्रीज हो गए 200 हो गया. बट सेम सिचुएशन, 200 में से 2% पॉपुलेशन के पास है द एंटायर 190 रुपीज, एंड द रेस्ट 10 रुपीज इज देयर विद द अनदर 98%. मतलब ग्रोथ तो हो रहा है, 100 से हम कहाँ पहुंच गए, वी हैव गॉन टू 200. बट आर वी प्रोग्रेसिंग, इज देयर सोशल जस्टिस? जो पैसा है इट इज बिंग देयर विद द मिनिमम पॉपुलेशन, वो 2% के पास ही सारे पैसे एक्यूमुलेटेड है, कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड है. That means there has been no social justice. Social justice should come when, it will come when you see that the marginalized sections of people are also progressing. Those who are earning 10 rupees, next year they are earning 20 rupees. Obviously the country's GDP or economy is growing, from 10 it has turned to 20. But those who are earning 1 rupee, they are still earning 1 rupee. Right? They are still poor, they are still below the poverty line, without the proper facilities of health, facilities of education, facilities of skill, facilities of work, right? Deprived of every right to life, amenities. So ऐसे करके there should not be growth like this. The growth should come with social justice. It was being targeted in the 9th 5-year plan. You should remember from 1 to 12 which were the objectives of the 5-year plans. Next, the national income in India is estimated by, कौन बनाता है estimation for the national income? Who will estimate, who has been entrusted with the work, with the task to estimate the national income in India? What is national income? How much income? How much income? हमारे देश में कितना income हुआ है? There it is also calculated in various aspects. GDP is there, GNP is there, NNP is there. These are all different. GVA is there. GDP is also, it is also being measured in 2 types. GDP at factor cost and GDP at market price. GDP का मतलब क्या है? Gross domestic product. What is GDP? It is the monetary value of all the final goods and services produced in the Territory of India. What is in a national? What is in the nation's territory? Within a within one accounting year. Within one accounting year. Every word here is important. It is said about the monetary value. That means we will count as per the money or as per the price. Kiska of all the final goods and services. It said final. That means will not include the intermediate goods and services here. Produce कहाँ पे? In the nation's territory. टेरिटरी का मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ इंडिया का मैप में जो दिखाई देता है. इंडिया टेरिटरी इज ऑल्सो देयर इन अंडमान एंड निकोबार. लक्षद्वीप इज ऑल्सो इंडिया's territory, right? Daman and Diu is also India's territory. So these produced in India's territory within one accounting year. कब से अकाउंटिंग होता है? फाइनेंशियल ईयर कब से स्टार्ट होता है? 1 अप्रैल टू 31 मार्च. यस. ओके, अभिजीत 5C, दिलीप बोरा C. यस, ठीक है. तो दिस इज जीडीपी. There are two types of GDP. Let me explain you very quickly. GDP at factor cost and GDP at market price. Suppose I am producing a pen. Okay. Now its rupees is 10 and I am producing paper. Its cost is 2. ठीक है. मैं सिर्फ यही दोनों प्रोड्यूस कर रहा हूँ, पेन एंड पेपर. तो टोटल व्हाट इज द GDP? What is my GDP? Normal GDP? It's 12 rupees. This one I can call it GDP at factor cost, where we will take care only about the factors of production. पेन के लिए मुझे रॉ मटेरियल्स लगे, पेन के लिए मुझे लेबर्स लगे, पेन के लिए मुझे मशीनरी लगा, पेन के लिए मुझे मेंटेनेंस, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी एंड एवरीथिंग टू वर्क द मशीन्स. ठीक है. सिर्फ वो फैक्टर्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन को काउंट करके तो जीडीपी एट फैक्टर कॉस्ट कितना बन गया यहाँ पे? 12 रुपीज. बट व्हाट इज जीडीपी एट मार्केट प्राइस? दिस पेन एट 10 rupees, what am I going to do? The government will tell me that you have to give subsidy. When ये प्रोडक्शन के टाइम पे था 10 रुपए, but when it receives the customer, it becomes how much? 8 rupees. It becomes 8 rupees. Now you see, when it was 10 rupees, additional 1 rupee was there as tax. Additional 1 rupee was there as tax. So it should have been 11 rupees. But what happened? The government said that we will give a subsidy of 3 rupees. Will give a subsidy of 3 rupees. That means 11, it should have been 11 rupees. But since the government is giving a subsidy of 3 rupees, we are getting the product at a price less than 3 rupees. So if it was supposed to be 11 minus 3 rupees subsidy, we are getting at 8. Now this will be known as GDP at market price. मतलब मार्केट में कितना दाम है इसका? टैक्स ऐड करके और सब्सिडी को, सब्सिडी टैक्स मीन्स इट विल बी एडेड, सब्सिडी मीन्स इट विल बी डिडक्टेड. 10 रुपए का पेन है, 1 रुपए का टैक्स लग गया, 11 हो गया. 3 रुपए का गवर्नमेंट सब्सिडी मिल गया, 3 रुपए कम हो गया, वी आर गेटिंग एट 8 नाउ. So this pen, when it was being produced after the product factors of production, it is known as GDP at factor cost. If we count only these prices, 12, 10, 12, without the tax and subsidy, it will be known as GDP at factor cost. But if we count the monetary value of all the goods and services, when the tax and subsidies are also counted or taken into account, it will be known as GDP at market price. ठीक है. It will be known as GDP at market price. Correct answer is Central Statistical Office, CSO. Fine. Next, which of the RBI has many functions? One function we have already discussed in the first question. It issues currency. Next, you see what are the other functions, and you have to find out which is not the function of RBI, which is not the function of RBI. Not the function of RBI. The first one is function of RBI. So this option is already wrong. Now check that next three, which should be the correct answer. So this also have we discussed in the last class. Banker to the government. I told you about the bonds. The government issues, RBI issues bonds on behalf of the government. The government, if they want to borrow money, they can issue bonds. ठीक है, बॉन्ड मतलब सिंपल टर्म्स में आई टोल्ड यू, यहाँ पे लिखा है 100 रुपए, ये आरबीआई इशू करेगी. इफ आई बाय दिस, आई विल बाय दिस. फेस वैल्यू इज, दिस इज नोन एज फेस वैल्यू इज 100 रुपीज, बट दे आर गिविंग मी एट 80 रुपीज फॉर 1 ईयर. आई जस्ट हैव टू कीप इट, आई डोंट हैव टू डू एनीथिंग. सो आई एम गिविंग देम कितने रुपीज, 80 रुपीज, एंड आई एम बाइंग दिस बॉन्ड फॉर 1 ईयर. After 1 year, I will give them this bond and I will get from them 100 rupees. That means I am making a profit of 20 rupees. ठीक है. तो बैंक के लिए अगर if they want to borrow money of they, if they want to control the inflation, if they want to curb the money flow, control the money flow, cash flow in the economy, they can issue this kind of bonds. That means they are banker to the government. They can lend money to the banks. So this is also a function of RBI. It is asking not function, so it will be cancelled. Control of credit, I already told you, by repo rate, they will control the credit given by the banks. They will increase the repo rate so that banks will not be able to give more loans to the people, so that the demand is not there and inflation is on control. If they want to increase the price rise, what will the RBI do? They will decrease the repo rate. Banks will take more money from the RBI and ultimately they will put into the pockets by giving them in the form of loans. Now people having more money, what will they do? They will have more demand. During COVID, it happened during COVID. COVID के time पे our production, our industries were at a loss. People wanted to save money. They don't know that whether they will be keeping well or not in the next few days. So they have to save the money. They were not spending the money. So whatever production we were having, be it in the steel industry, be it in the iron industry, they were all at a loss because लोग खरीद नहीं रहे थे. अल्टीमेटली क्या किया बैंक ने? दे वांटेड टू गिव मोर मनी इन द पॉकेट्स ऑफ पीपल. दे डिक्रीज द लोन इंटरेस्ट सो दैट पीपल माइट ये काम भी करता है आरबीआई, कंट्रोल ऑफ क्रेडिट. कौन सा काम नहीं करता है? रेगुलेटिंग स्टॉक एक्सचेंजेस. ये काम कौन करता है? वी हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस. दिस इज डन बाय सिक्योरिटी ऑफ एंड एक्सचेंज बोर्ड ऑफ इंडिया, दैट इज सेबी. सेबी करता है रेगुलेटिंग स्टॉक एक्सचेंजेस. कमिंग टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, लास्ट वन. व्हिच सेक्टर इज नोन एज द प्राइमरी सेक्टर ऑफ इंडिया? आई होप यू नो अबाउट दिस सेक्टर्स. 3 टाइप्स ऑफ सेक्टर्स आर देयर, प्राइमरी, सेकेंडरी, टर्शियरी. क्वाटरनरी भी एक आ गया, बट माइनिंग एंड दिस क्वेरिंग. बट जनरली वी स्टडी अबाउट 3 सेक्टर्स, प्राइमरी 1, 2, 3, प्राइमरी, सेकेंडरी एंड टर्शियरी. आई हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस इन द लास्ट क्लास. यू कैन डायरेक्टली आंसर दिस. कौन सा होगा? We have already discussed this in the last class. Which is known as the primary sectors? Tell me. Yes, Puja Medhi, correct. Agriculture. Okay, agriculture is the primary sector. Manufacturing known as the secondary sector. Services is known as the tertiary sector. बैंकिंग क्या है? बैंकिंग इज ऑलरेडी ए पार्ट ऑफ द सर्विसेज सेक्टर, सो ये भी दिस इज ऑल्सो टर्शियरी सेक्टर, इंक्लूडेड इन द टर्शियरी सेक्टर. ठीक है. बेस्ड ऑन ओनरशिप, व्हाट आर द सेक्टर्स ऑफ इंडियन इकोनॉमी? बेस्ड ऑन ओनरशिप सेक्टर्स, बेस्ड ऑन ओनरशिप, ये बताओ क्या क्या है? बेस्ड ऑन ओनरशिप द सेक्टर्स आर प्राइवेट सेक्टर एंड दूसरा क्या है? पब्लिक सेक्टर. ठीक है. बेस्ड ऑन दी ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल लेवल, वहां पे भी है अनऑर्गेनाइज, ऑर्गेनाइज एंड अनऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर. ठीक है. बट बेस्ड ऑन ओनरशिप सेक्टर्स आर प्राइवेट सेक्टर, पब्लिक सेक्टर. प्राइवेट सेक्टर्स मीन्स प्राइवेट इंडिविजुअल्स, ओन बाय इंडिविजुअल्स. पब्लिक सेक्टर मीन्स ओन बाय गवर्नमेंट. मीन्स